If you fail to plan, plan to fail. This is probably the most cliche, overused, overposted quote in the fitness industry. The image is typically a bunch of supplements, some prepped meals, a meal plan, something like that. Going into the show, going into the final day of working out, the final day of training, just having finished the last cardio session, the 30 weeks of work is coming to an end. Now, obviously, I've been training for 6 years, but to get ready for the show, the diet's been 30 weeks, 6 months, half a year, 180 some days. And everyone can get that shredded, that stage lean if you want to. It's not terribly complicated. We've put man on the moon. We can put man on the stage. However, something the industry it doesn't focus much on is the post-show. And it's a process called reverse dieting. I've failed so many reverse diets where you look super shredded, super lean, super good, cut, tone, whatever word you want to use. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, I just want to be and look like you. And then 2-3 weeks later, you're up 20, 30, 40 pounds. And while people may say, oh, it's unhealthy to maintain the 5%, 4%, whatever low percent body fat, the dehydrated state you're in when you're on stage, and yes, that's true. It's also equally not healthy to gain an excessive amount of weight in such a short amount of time. Reverse dieting is much harder than dieting, and it's why it's not talked about too often and people don't show it. You often see the post-show blowout, the binges, which is a huge impetus for why I chose to do a flexible dieting approach for this prep versus a meal plan or something of that nature. For the next 30 or 60 days post-show, I'm not sure, we'll see how it goes. I'll go step by step, day by day as to the changes we're making going into the reverse diet, from where I started the week out to the changes, the reduction in cardio, the increases in calories, slowly and methodically post-show, to do the best I can to maintain this stage leanness. Now, I will gain some body fat. It's bound to happen. However, I don't plan on having a post-show blowout. My all-time low weigh-in was 167.8. It might be a little bit lower on stage day, but for the sake of prep, we'll call it 167, and we'll take it from there. This is something that I think can help a lot of people, because we've seen everybody get stage lean. And by everybody, I don't mean everybody. But what I mean is it's been done many times, and it gets less and less impressive. That's it. Final workout is done. However, having someone maintain that, that's impressive, because there's no longer the impetus of the show, the contest. When there's the impetus of that goal of like, if I don't diet, I'm going to look like a moron on stage when everyone else is lean and looking good and I'm up there like a fluff ball. But when there's no longer that impetus, that goal, the restraint comes off and no holds barred, and you have the post-show blowout. So for the next 30 days, post-show, that's the plan. And the reverse diet's going to take months, but we'll definitely document the 30 days, and if people want more documentation, we'll keep going. But plan to fail, fail to plan, plan to fail. Alrighty, so Document the Journey 34 is getting uploaded to YouTube. Cool beans. It's about 9:30. I was able to move up my appointment with the active release therapist from 11 to 10:30, so I'm about to leave for that. Really looking forward to it. Really sore, really beat up from the last few weeks, but everything's done now. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was yesterday at work, I copied a lot of photos. So right now I'm doing a lot of like data entry, and I don't need to be on the network because I don't have a VPN, wireless connection to the network. So I copied a lot of stuff off of it onto an external hard drive, and I brought it home. And that way when I'm like doing things, like for example, time efficiency, huge time efficiency. Example, I was rendering document the Journey 34, so usually I go through and I cut up all the clips, and then it goes from like 30 to an hour of footage to 30 minutes to an hour of footage to like between 7 and 12, 7 and 15, and then I usually render that and then start laying in music, start laying in transitions and things of that nature. Always improving these documents. I'm only at 34. God knows how high they're going to get. But while those are rendering, I then pull up the pictures and start doing that. And then I can see in the lower hand corner when the rendering is done and go back in and finish that up and then export it. And while it's exporting, I'm pulling back the pictures and I'm doing that. So like I'm getting my stuff done, then I'm getting work stuff done, and it's very time efficient. So that being said, it's time efficiency. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I guess I could stop. A lot of people will probably stop right now, but I love this too much, man. I got too much I'm trying to do. Yeah. From the moment.
So just got out of that active release therapy session. Something I highly recommend. It's like 12 o'clock. Home, eat lunch. Back to the work time.
From the moment I wake up.
Not really sure what's going to happen with that ebook. I really hope this is like the final thing, because honestly I'm tired of messing around with it, but we'll see where it goes. I sent it back to him. There's a couple things he has to approve. Some issues that we had, for those of you that are ever going to publish on Amazon, is he wanted the cover photo to fill the whole page. You can't do that. It just, Amazon won't print outside of a certain border. So you can't do that. And then he wanted tighter margins, so we made the margins tighter. And then certain things now no longer fit on a page, obviously because your margins are tighter. And then there were some other changes we made. Added page numbers, and well, it's all running together. Those were the main changes that we made in that. We removed a couple words, like there was a link in the ebook version that obviously you can't link to in a paper version, so we took that out. And that was it for the most part. So fingers crossed. I want this project off my plate so bad, because I've done it for, I don't know, it's got to be close to like a month of messing with the two books, the ebook and the paperback book. The paperback book being a little bit more of a challenge, but fingers crossed, hope it's done, but you'll find out when I find out. I don't know what day it is. Alrighty, so when it comes to writing that blog post, one of the challenges is, for this guy, I'm going to multitask here, because that's what we do. I'm going to upload a YouTube video. So what I'm doing is, this coach is helping me learn how to coach people, and I'm helping him with like content for him. So right now he sent me a presentation that he did, or gave, and to turn it into a blog post. And the hard part is, I don't have any context of the presentation. Like I kind of have an idea, but I'm not really sure. So that was a short-lived ordeal, like half hour. Just need to get more context of what occurred so I can better help him. With that being said, it's on hold. So on to the next task, and just kind of been a off afternoon. Not really gotten a whole lot done that I can actually check off and call it good, but it is what it is. Just even 50% is better than no percent. So just keep pushing forwards and getting stuff done. Come through, but he sent it out. I forwarded it to you. I haven't heard anything.
Gotta keep on going.
Yeah, niggas saying all my bars high, they can't follow mine, try and trace me like a jawline.
Working on it, so I'm waiting on that meeting, and then I'm waiting to hear back from the CEO of this company. While I was on that call, I just heard back from the guy with the Amazon book. That project is done. Hallelujah! Hopefully it doesn't come back, because I got an email. Let's check. Let's do a live check while we're on it. Nothing. He said it's good, so doesn't see any issues, and all looks good. Quote. So thank God that product's off the list. Alright, about to run a class real quick. Something that my computer, desktop, laptop, old one down there, is finally up, so I can use the program on it that I need to do for homework. But in the intermediate, what I did was I just switched to something for work. I'm going to try and get that something done for work tonight. and then probably just do the homework in the morning. Hopefully the laptop can handle it. Thing's old, but I gotta run to class, so let's get out of here.
And God got us, these hoes don't. I dropped the hottest shit at 16 and they still sleep bad. I'm just finna do that shit again. It's all for everybody head. You ain't gotta give me mine, nigga, nah, pay me.
I got good progress on it. And then this one, in all reality, looks to be pretty straightforward.
Yes. I wake up, I start packing all my stuff. Tell the homies, tell the family, I gotta keep on going. From the moment I wake up, I start packing all my stuff. Tell the homies, tell the family, I gotta keep on going. I keep on going, 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 keep on going. I keep on going.
Structural MD Innovated Civil Engineering. Pancakes and Powerlifting has 1,000 visits per day. Brick Clothing does $100 million in revenue per year. I won USAPL Nationals. I graduated as summa cum laude. I am a multi-billionaire. I own a jet, 20 cars, and a $10 million country home. I donated millions of dollars to the troops. I empty the bucket for everyone.